because I enjoy people watching already, but people watching at a courthouse is the greatest thing ever. If you've never done it, take a lunch break and just go. So it's summertime, which means only one thing. The only place that I want to be is stuck in a courtroom. I didn't do anything. Didn't get caught doing anything, I should say. But I have jury duty this month, and it's the second time in my life that I have had jury duty. I'm hoping that it's as exciting as the first. I am Chris. This is an all-new sit-down, stand-up. So sit down, I will stand up, and I will tell you all about my fun at jury duty. If you've ever had jury duty, you know just how much fun it really is. The herding you in like cattle, and you get assigned a number because, and you get paid $12.50 a day here, because I know that's what my time is worth. So, but it did give me one thing, a brand new activity that I love doing, a brand new fun activity, because I enjoy people watching already, but people watching at a courthouse is the greatest thing ever. If you've never done it, take a lunch break and just go. You don't have to go in, because that's what I did. Is I grossly misjudged how long an errand was going to take me before having to go to my orientation for jury duty. So I was there about half an hour early. So there I am sitting outside in the parking lot, just waiting for the time to go in, so I don't look way too eager for jury duty, because then they definitely put you on a list. But if you take out the lawyers, there are two very distinct kinds of people who you see in the parking lot of a district court. First one, of course, is people for jury duty, but then there is a group of people that is very much not there for jury duty. They are there because they have a case. And there are two subsections of those people. The first being the one that I saw a lot of, where it's the most common, where they show up and they're very careful about how they drive, where they park, all that stuff. And they get out and they've got their nice shirt and tie. If it's a guy, he's putting his suit coat on and all that stuff. Just getting ready for trying to make the best impression. Because I think around here they say you have your best dress for church or for court, the two C's. So you have those people, and they get out and they're very careful, like they're fixing their hair. They have a little pocket mirror or whatever, and they're just really trying. If it's a woman, she's got her a nice dress on, and she's making sure that doing the last minute lint rolling, which I did see, which is also a great sight. You have not truly lived until you've seen someone lint roll their shirt in a parking lot of district court. But then the other subsection you have are the people that they do not care. And those people, you can tell they probably have been to court before, and they have a belief about how court's going to already go. They have a predetermined, this is how it's going to go, so why we even bother? And they show up and they've got like their ripped AC/DC shirt with their jeans with a bunch of holes in them and stuff, and they don't care. And they usually have someone with them, and they spend the entire time just complaining about how it's going to go. They already know how it's going to go, and they're complaining and talking about how stupid it is that they have to be there, and how the judge hates them anyway or whatever. And so they already have how their court case is going to go. So that's those are the two. And then you have the jury duty people who just really, really, really don't want to be there. They're there because if they don't show up, then they're going to end up going to jail. And then there's me, who's there half an hour early because he's making a payment on a bed and it only took 5 minutes. So I've decided that once my obligations for jury duty are over, I'm going to probably one day a week just take my lunch and go down and just sit in the parking lot of the courthouse and just watch the people come in and out, and just try and gauge, like, hey, all right, that guy, oh, he's got a case. No, that guy's jury duty. That guy's got a case. That guy's jury duty. And just kind of like write down in my notebook. And then afterwards, when I see them, maybe, hopefully come out, because some people might go in and they might not come out, and just kind of poll them and see how many I got right. I feel like that's going to be a really fun game. It takes people watching to a whole new level. It's my second time being called for jury duty. The last time I was on the actual jury, and it was an interesting case where a guy was being tried for being the third person in a robbery. Two people robbed somebody. They lured him in with a Snapchat, like a I want to call it like a honeypot case, where the guy was trying to sell a PlayStation. I think it was a 4, and the girl was trying to like seduce him and get it for a better price. And then they decided to meet at the Walmart parking lot, which is, of course, where all the best Craigslist and Snapchat deals go down. And then instead, her and another guy robbed him. And then this guy was on trial for being the third man. Not quite the third man reveal that Hollywood Hulk Hogan turned out to be, but what is really at the end of the day. So if I do get picked for a jury case on this time, I hope that it is as exciting, as interesting as the previous one, where there's a prospective third man, there's a robbery, because that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid it's gonna be something boring, like, oh, it's a finance case or it's a tax thing or whatever. Like, if I'm gonna get picked, which I don't want to get picked, nobody ever wants to get picked, but if I am gonna get picked, I want it to be something exciting and something interesting. Make it worth my time. Make it worth if you're only gonna pay me $12.50 a day, make it worth my time. And so I have a shirt that I'm getting printed that just says, "You look guilty." And I'm going to see if I wear that, they'll let me out of it. But I don't think they will. I think they're going to make me sit there. And the other thing I asked is, I said, I've got this old black robe from, we did this sitcom in college, and I have a black robe. And I was like, I think that still fits. I wonder if I should wear that in and be like, like as respect to the judge. And somebody told me that that's like wearing white, like a white dress on someone else's wedding day. And I was like, it's fine. I'll what's the equivalent of wearing a different colored dress? Maybe I should show up and wear a dress. I don't know if that was their way of saying that. I don't think I'm going to do that. But so jury duty rolls on, and we will see what happens if this person is found to be guilty or not. I don't know. They said that there's 8 potential cases that could come up this month, and so we'll see if I get picked. The system is all rigged too, because they bring in like 50 people and they pick the random. It's all random number generator that picks out the people who are going to be on the jury. And so if there's 8 cases, you could get picked. One person could get picked for all 8. Because being in one doesn't like remove you from being in any others. So like you could be picked for one and then get picked for the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one, and the person next to you gets picked for none. So it seems like it could be grossly unfair, which I find should be the subject of a court case, which I will not be on the jury of. The one nice thing is that you don't get picked for another 2 years, so you get pulled out of the pool once you serve. Once you get chosen to go in, so I won't have to go back for another 2 years, which is fun. But the other option to get out of it is you have to be under indictment. So I'm like, do I want to commit a crime just to get out of jury duty? So then I was like, what would I? Because here's the thing. I would be okay with being indicted, but it would have to be for something that I obviously didn't do, because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be guilty of something. So I'd have to like frame myself, but like withhold some evidence so that I could at the 11th hour be like, not guilty, get him out of jury duty. And it would be like an elaborate ruse just to get out of jury duty. So there's a movie in there somewhere that I'm not going to write because I have to take notes in jury duty. So if you have had jury duty, tell me about it in the comments and we can commiserate together. Otherwise, think good thoughts for me. if I do get chosen, you can hear updates on that on the FWB podcast that goes up every Wednesday. And until next time, reporting from the jury box, I am Chris from the FWB podcast and from Bonafide or Bogus, that you may know from this channel, telling you to stay not guilty of any crimes so you don't get a case against you. But if you do, think of the people on jury duty and just take a plea. Don't take it to trial. It's not legal advice, not legitimate legal advice. Don't tell anybody that I said just take it to trial. Don't take it to trial, because I don't want to be held responsible. But if you do, I will find you guilty. Until next time, see you guys.